Yo, what is up, boys? It is your boy Ryan Mehalic here, coming at you with another BTD video against Trash Talker AFG in the BTD World Cup. Now, this is a really cool server that my boy Matonium made, and yeah, so we're gonna go over the rules of the World Cup and how everything goes down before we get into the best of 5 matchup. So this is the current map pool. Lots of my normal maps are actually not here, like Mountain Pass, for example. I don't think SML is on here, so that's a bit unfortunate. We're gonna have to choose some different losing maps, and there's also these stupid tower bans. Like, they banned Boat Farm Mortar, they banned Eco, and they banned Triple Ice. Well, obviously Triple Ice is no longer a thing, but this World Cup started before Triple Ice was eradicated, so they're pretty much trying to nerf the hell out of me here, boys, with all these bans. But we'll see if we can still come out on top. Alright, but yeah, today we're facing AFG in a best of 5. Starting map is offside as always, and it should be a good one. If you guys enjoy this video, by the way, smash that like button with your forehead and smash the subscribe button as well. I would appreciate it if you guys help me get to 5,000 subscribers. But here we go into the first game. Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy, your dog, your homie, Ryan Mehalic here, and I'm coming at you with a best of 5 tryhard series versus AFG. I put a little intro in here talking about the rules of the World Cup. It's pretty cool. But yeah, starting map here is offside. On offside, obviously I'm going Cobra. That's kind of what I like to rock. He sends me a few balloons round 1, so I'm just spiking it to keep the round short and sweet, because that's kind of like what I like to do. You want to anti-stall with Cobra. That's always the play. We want to Maxico as well. I'm just going to speed this up real quick because these early rounds are not too important. Now I get up my mortar right away. I'm not trying to go for a third Cobra or anything because I wanted to save my lives and anti-stall at the same time, which the mortar is obviously good for. He starts sending me some pink balloons. Now here, even though I could clean up some leaks with my mortar by targeting it towards the end, I actually keep it targeted towards the beginning until the end of the round, basically, to anti-stall as much as possible. We force his double trip darts, which is great. Keep sending him blues. What I always like to do with Cobra, people call me stupid for doing this, like, people are like, oh Ryan, why are you boosting on round 6 with Cobra, as if it's a bad thing to do. I always send a big green rush with some blacks behind, balloon boosted, to force leaks, and then I end up boosting against their rush, because the reason I do this is it gets me some extra eco, obviously, because I don't have to spend 550 on the Bernie stuff right away, and it forces defense on their side since I can send a decent sized green rush while I'm at it. So it's not dumb to boost round 6 with Cobra. You don't even need boosts for the most part. Like, I would be fine having 1 boost for the whole game. You know, they're not going to be aggroing against you if you have Cobra with like PFBs and stuff, and if they are, they're going to be in a bad situation. So that's my thought process, at least. Getting up more Cobras. Gonna send him a lead here just to force a jug. You know the vibes there. You know the vibes. Keep all these Cobras on strong, obviously. No point to send him white balloons because he has double spolt up. So we're just gonna keep on vibing. He's been facepalming me this whole time, which is really annoying. This man, AFG, he doesn't have a chill, bro. He has no chill. We get up our cluster against his rush. Nothing hard at all. We're gonna send him around 14 rush. Just a small balloon boosted rush, like not even big at all, and we force a boost, which I'm really happy with. Definitely a good force on our part. Definitely a good force. And then on round 15, I'm gonna re-rush him with some leads and stuff to force the top jug, because he doesn't have a boost now. So that's exactly what we do. We force the top jug, and he should be vibing now. Well done, well done. Now, it's not really a point to send him on round 16 because he already has double jug up, so we're just going to get some more Cobras and get ready for our adjustment on round 18, pretty much. Have to get up our camo detection on our mortar now. He never forced it, which was a bad play on his part. Just sending like 1 set of camo pinks will force it, and it makes me spend 750 on defense, so I don't know why he didn't do that. Looks like he goes for his ODS. Well done. ODS and 2 jugs should be pretty solid against adjustment, but we have to keep adjusting him to slow down his farms. If we just like play passive and full eco without adjusting, then we're gonna lose the game because we're just gonna let them get an early fac up and they win late game by a lot. So we need to play pretty drain style with our adjustment and make sure it's super strong. And the best part is if we can force a boost, like the main thing is if we force a boost with our adjustment by adjusting hard, then we send a balloon boosted Moab, and that forces like a lot of farm cells for a fan club, which is what I love to do. So I'm focusing on getting a strong adjustment right now to try to force a boost on his end, or farm cells or something of the matter, or maybe just slow down his eco as well. Any of that's good. Now when I eco with the adjustment, I always make sure to send white balloons because kind of helps max out the pierce of his towers. Now we actually did force a boost, which is great, and you'll see what I do here with the Moab. You do this every single time they boost. You send the Moab, you balloon boost it. He went for a farm right after he boosted, which is really dumb because he should be expecting a Moab from me, so he's just gonna have to sell it anyways, and you can see he sells his farms right after. Not a good play. Gets up his fan club, but we forced 2 farm cells with that and a fan club cell, so definitely a good rush on our part. We have 1,000 eco as well in round 23, plus a ton of adjustments. We're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. Now this is where the game gets really interesting against DFA and Cobra. Normally the DFA player goes for their facility near the end of round 23/24, and as the Cobra player, you can't really let them keep that up. So if we remember, he only has 1 boost left. So what we're gonna do is if he goes for it at the end of round 23, we're going to send him a Moab in round 24. That's going to force a lot of selling and rebuying for a fan club. Or it's going to force a boost. Now, if it forces a boost, he's screwed in round 25. If it forces buying and reselling for his fan club, he's probably still screwed in round 25. So there we go. We send him the Moab. As you can see, he goes for his facility. We'll see what he does against this Moab. He tries spiking it. He tries defending without a boost or selling for defense. And he boosts late and he dies. So yeah, that's basically the thought process there, and I'll catch y'all in his losing map. Alright, his losing map was, what's this map called? His losing map was Pinball Wizard, and this is really annoying because for some reason this tournament banned eco, which I don't agree with, like, banning stuff like that, because it's like, it's supposed to be a competitive tournament. Why are you banning strategies? It just hurts players, and that's one of the main strats I like to go, so it's dumb. But we're going Heli Ice here. He's going DFA. DFA is very good on this map. Eco is also very good, but of course I can't go it. So I'm just trying Heli Ice. We go for an Ice start, even though Heli has been buffed. The Ice on this map is absolutely amazing, so we're just going to try the Ice start and see how this goes. We get our plant up at the start of round 4. Going to go for our second Ice here, try to time it correctly. I don't think my timing was the best. My double Ice timing is not that good after all the triple Ice I've done, because obviously the timings are quite a bit different. But we are leaking, but it's not honestly too bad, just because the ice spots are amazing, you know? Just because the ice spots are amazing. Send him some black balloons here, and we get up our heli, just to force a second trip dart, hopefully. And that is what we force. Great, great. Now, in retrospect, we honestly should have anti-stalled with our heli and played a bit more aggro, and the reason being, we don't have very many heli spots on this map, right? So our strategy can't even go very late, but we do have a stall, so that means if we're in a low farm situation late game, we most likely will win because we can outstall his ZMGs and just all out him or something like that. So I think playing more aggro anti-stall type this game would have been a better situation than the passive stall style I played. We send him a bunch of yellows here. We force some darts and a spolt in a weird spot. But maybe that's the best jug spot, I do not know. We have 3 plants up, which is pretty nice. Send him a lead here just to force the juggernaut. Get another farm up. Why am I not getting another farm up? There we go. Took me forever to get that up. That was not good. That was not good. Get up our 4th plant. He's face palming us for some reason. We get up our rotors. So yeah, he's playing full passive, which is a good move. We honestly should have played not letting him get around 14 BIA here, even though we're going to be getting around 14 BIA ourselves. It's probably not the best situation to be in, although we'll see how this game plays out. So we both get around 14 BIA. I almost was able to get it with a plantation left behind, which would have been nice, but I couldn't. Also, I didn't know I could place my heli on the top right there, so that's a nice little tip, because it doesn't take up a farm spot for me, so that's the good part. We force a boost on his end round 16, which is nice. Just get some eco with it. But our eco is sitting at a pretty bad number until we get our BIA income. Then we're good. Now here, round 18, a new thing I do with Heli is instead of going for 2 rotors against a Moab like I normally would, I actually go for 2 quad darts and a rotors. And the reason being, the quad darts got buffed and the rotors got nerfed, so I think this is probably the best way to defend a Moab now, but I'm not sure. I force a boost on his end, he forces a boost on my end, so we trade boosts. He's down to 1 boost, but boosts are obviously less important with DFA. Now, I realized about the thing where he outlasts because I don't have very many heli spots. So what we're doing now is we're actually sending a follow-up Moab because he doesn't have a boost to try to force a cash out and a fan club, which is exactly what we do. So we force an early cash out on his end, which is great. You love to see it, lads. You love to see it. And he sells it for another BIA, which is probably a smart play on this map because there's a low amount of farm spots. You want a higher eco, so going multiple BIA is probably good. Round 20, we send him a mixed eco rush. We force a second jug. That's nice. He hasn't sent me a BFB yet, which is great because we're going to be able to get a higher cash out on our own BIA. He now sends the BFB. Round 21 rolls around. We just cash out, get up an Apache, sell some of our defense, and we're vibing. So at this point, I probably should have went for a second BIA, but I actually just save up for facility. I wasn't really thinking about the low amount of farm spots here. Round 22, we just mix some stuff with the AI. Looks like he's vibing. Actually, he almost leaks here. Wow, okay. But yeah. Looking back, I probably should have went for BIA. So here, I realized that, and I actually start ecoing because round 23 is a great round for eco. Plus, having like 6 farms down on the map is not going to be enough income late game, so I need to get some eco while I'm at it before that point arrives. So I pretty much just eco through the entirety of round 23 and 24, and then we're just going to focus on farms later. So this is kind of like a makeshift BIA, you could say, because we're just spending money from our facility on eco, but yeah, it's probably more cost effective to go for a BIA, which is what I probably should have done this game. Although, you know, sometimes you don't think of stuff during the game. That's why it's good to analyze your games afterwards. You know what I'm saying, chat? I hope you know what I'm saying. Alright, round 26, we stop ecoing, or I think I should stop ecoing. We have 3,200, yeah. We start going for farms, go for an ice shards. Pretty standard stuff. Ice and Heli have both been nerfed after this update, so we'll see if we can still beat Mr. T1 DFA on the left side's DFA with a super nerfed strategy, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So we have max farms now, or actually we have 1 farm away from max farms. And now we have max. Nice. Bless me. Okay, sorry about that. So after we have max farms, we obviously don't want to sell farms for helis, so we're just going to focus on getting up a bunch of ice towers to spend our money on, and then we can get up helis later if he rushes me. That's kind of what you want to do here. We're going to start sending him space CMGs on round 32, by the way, because we can't just leave it late for us to rush him. We have to start draining him due to the fact that we only have a small amount of heli spots, so the helis don't even last very long on this map. But as you can see, we're just spamming these ice towers right now, trying to invest our money in something while we invest our money in defense while we can't sell farms, you know. So here we go, we start sending him space ZMGs. Obviously it drains our own eco, but we're kind of forced to do this in this scenario. He sends me his first BFB. We stall it, get up some more ice towers. And he balloon boosts an all out, which around 33, which is honestly a smart move. You can't really defend around 33 all out with heli on this map because there's like 7 heli spots. Or at least you might be able to if you have 3 boosts. I didn't think I'd be able to defend, so I start countering and counter this whole time. We get up a ton of helis though still. We force a boost on his end. As you can see, his farms are actually pretty drained. So I see that, and then round 34 we full send. Now this is going to be really close because we have to defend stuff on our side while sending on his side. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, you can see we full sended now. And basically we have to stall and try to defend. We have 1 boost left, but these ZOMGs and stuff are pretty far on our side. This is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to go down to the wire, boys. I'm going to slow this down. Here we go. Here we go. We got to keep stalling. We start sending him some Moabs just because the ZOMGs are not super far yet. But we don't know how much money he has for GZs. He's face-palming us this whole time. Who's gonna go down first, boys? Who's gonna go down first? This is gonna be crazy. We gotta use our stalls right when everything pops in mobs. We put our helis in the top right corner so we don't pop the BFBs. It's gonna go down to the wire. Who's gonna die first? And he goes down. Easy dub for the boys. We're up 2-0 now against AFG. I'll cut show in his losing map. So his losing map was A game. I'm really happy with his losing map pick because definitely a Cobra map. So he's obviously gonna be going DFA. That's all this man can run. He's a one trick. But yeah. Cobra, here we go. We kind of messed up our anti-stall in round 1, which was not good at all. I don't know why I spiked there, but yeah, that was not a good play. But it is what it is. It's Maxico, we're gonna get up our wizard now. So the interesting thing about right side on this map is the lightning is terrible. So being on the right side is absolutely terrible, like around 8 through 16-ish, where you rely on lightning if you're on the left side. However, the fireball spot on this side is actually a lot better than the fireball spot on the left side. So I'm gonna leak a lot less, like rounds 2 to 6, because this fireball spot on last is very, very good against the AI path and the synth path. So it's just an interesting thing about the side difference in the A game sides. So we force double trip on his side. We're just max ecoing here just to get up our own eco. We're going to get a third wired funds at the end of this round. There we go. Keep max ecoing. Start sending some greens on his side. We'll balloon boost them into blacks afterwards. We force another dart, which is great. As you can see, we're not even leaking too badly to black balloons here. And that's as a result of the amazing wizard spot. We start going for a second whiz just at the start, just so we don't leak too much, but still. We don't go for a lightning or anything, obviously, because the lightning is trash here. It's absolutely bad. It's bad. Round 8 rolls around. We're just going to send him some yellows here, try to force a sport on his end. And we do force a sport, so that's great. And a lot of leaks, bro. 41 lives. We have 7 spectators while at it, so everyone was watching me clap AFG up here, boys. Round 10. Send him some leads here. We force the jug. That's nice. Round 11, we're going to send him a white rush. We force another trip and some leaks while we're at it, which is great. So round 12, we get up our lightning. Now here's where it went wrong. I should have just went for a dragon's breath, but I actually just ended up going for another lightning. And you can see how bad the lightning does here. So he sends me just one set of camo region leads plus blacks behind, and we have 2 lightnings up. But look at this. The region goes absolutely bonkers. There's like 6 leads now. And I didn't even realize that. And I end up boosting late, but you can see how many leads there are. And I end up going down. So I would have been completely fine if I just went for a dragon's breath right away. So definitely a misplay on my part. But yeah, now it's 2-1 to me still. And I'll catch you in my losing. Alright, my losing map was cards here. Lots of my normal losing maps like Mountain Pass, I don't know the other maps I'd say, are not in the map pool, unfortunately, so we're going with cards. Definitely a good Cobra Boomer Spack map. He's facepalming us, but, you know, we're about to clap you again. And it looks like he's going DFA for the 4th time. This is the only thing this man can run. It's kind of sad. But here we go. Send him some red balloons. Obviously, we spike round 1 to keep the round short. We force this trip. That's nice. Just continue Maxico and we'll get our boomer down. A note with the boomer on this map, you want to place it in the middle here, but more towards the right side than the left. And the reason being, the targeting you're going to be using on this boomer a lot is close. So when it's on close, it's going to be hitting towards the right side here, and the boomerang is going to be going down this track, where my mouse is. So that's just a thing to note on this map. You'll see me using close targeting and how it works right here. You can see it's going down that path, right? So that's exactly why you want to place it more towards the right side when it's in the middle. We force double trips here, which is nice. Start sending him some blues now. He's sending me blues. We're just going to go for another boomer this time around instead of boosting. You don't really want to boost around 5, and the reason being If you boost round 5, then you're gonna have to sell a Cobra or 2 to get up a Bionic round 6. So it's fine to boost round 4, but it's not good to boost round 5 with this strategy. He sends me some green balloons, now I boost. He face palms me, even though boosting is completely fine. There's nothing wrong with boosting with this strategy at all, since it's reliant on the spiked, what's it called? The spike storm late game, which obviously is not impacted by the boost. Round 8 rolls around, we send him a big yellow rush, like a really big yellow rush with some blacks behind. Force a third trip, force a spike, and force 40 leaks. That's a really good force. Round 9, he forces my Bionic. I honestly think I probably should have just boosted there. In retrospect, it would have been better to boost there than sell 2 Cobras and get up a Bionic. So, yeah. Definitely a misplay on my part. We don't need 2 boosts. That would have been a good place to greed. Round 11 rolls around. I do the Corey and the BF rush. And here's the reason why sending 2 sets of region whites is actually good on this map. This Jug will hit all the way down this path while nothing else is really hitting with it. So these region whites, when they get hit by the Jug, are going to actually regen again pretty well, since they're not getting hit right after. So that's why sending... this only works against DFA, obviously, but that's why sending like a few sets of region whites is not a bad play, even though most of the time will be seen as a bad play. And this rush actually works out very well, because it forces a farm sell, so he doesn't die here, which, obviously, good play on our part. He's facepalming us for some reason, even though we just sent a 2000 IQ rush at you and forced a farm sell. He sends me a camel lead. We're just going to camel detection on our spike factory. Keep Cobra farming on. You know the vibes. Round 14 rolls around. We'd send the camo region lead. And these rushes are really hard to defend against DFA because the map's short. The spot spots are not good. So we'll see what he does here. Camo region lead. Some zebras behind. Some blacks behind. And then some whites behind. Everything layers over perfectly with some yellows on top of all that. He only has 2 spolts up and 3 trips. And it looks like he goes down. So we beat the Trash Talker AFG 3-1 once again after beating him 3-0 in our previous video. And he cannot complain about playing at 4 AM this time. So it'll be interesting to see what his excuse is. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button with your forward and smash the subscribe button as well. Ryan Mehalic out. Peace, lads.